So I want you to understand something, y'all. You have a purpose in your life. I want you to get out of your own head. I want you to get out of your own head, and I want you to connect to the person. Let me rephrase that. I want you to connect to the source that gave it to you. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Go for 200 push-ups. I can do it. Watch this. When we think about somebody like Joseph, it took Joseph, let's say, 13 years to go through, to get to where he was at, where he became the second richest, most powerful man in Egypt. The problem with a lot of us now is we want it overnight. And we get too caught up. I'm going to be real with y'all, yo. I don't get caught up in people who I feel like ain't did me right. I don't get caught up in that. Because there's no way you can do me worse than I've already did myself. So, and what I also know is, Big homie got plans for me to prosper and not harm me. So can't nobody do me wrong. Listen to me. I promise you this. And I want you to understand this, y'all. The Bible and the Quran are so amazing because they literally talk to you about God's relationship with man and woman. But most importantly, the Bible for sure and the Quran are filled with everyday people who are figuring out life. This is the part that kills me. The Bible and the Quran are full of stories about everyday people who were figuring out life, and God had a message for them. All you got to do is go connect to the stories and connect to the messages and be like, oh, shit, that's me right there. That's me right there. Oh, the one with the issue of blood? Shit. Okay, maybe she had the issue of blood. Okay, cool. When she got with God, she became clean. All right, bet. So I got a sickness and I got an illness. But if I touch the hem, okay, well, if I touch the word, if I get into the word, my belief, my faith can heal this for me if I start doing some things right. If I start thinking differently. Okay, but let's even go a little further. Okay, Peter, you walking around with Jesus all these years. How you still ain't got no faith, Peter? How you still ain't got no faith, Peter? But yet Jesus still loved him. Jesus still loved him. God ain't give up on him. Peter, I'm asleep. Peter, you done seen me do all this stuff, Peter. I'm doing so many things, Peter. Wasn't you on the boat struggling with the fish? Didn't I give you more fish than you in the same water that you was struggling with? Didn't I come over, stick my hand in the water, you had more fish than you and your brother could ever have? Didn't I do that for you? Peter, did you not see me turn water into wine? Peter, did you not see me raise the man from the dead? Peter, did you not see me heal leprosy? Peter, okay, Peter, when I told you walk on the water, Peter. Now when you on side, you bucking. What's up? Peter, what you cut the man ear off for? You cut the man ear off because the man was talking crazy about me. Peter. Okay, Peter, you gonna deny me. When you get in trouble, when shit get real, Peter, you gonna deny me. Man, I ain't gonna deny you, guys. You tripping. Peter, you're not gonna deny me once. You're not gonna deny me twice. Peter, you gonna deny me three times? God, I would never deny you 3 times. Man, you tripping, guy. You on the wrong level. As soon as you get this situation, man, I don't know him. How many of us that was? But why? You don't even deny God in that way. You deny God in that. God keeps showing you God keeps showing you, but what happens is you start leaning on your own understanding. You forget, you think he's only good for you in certain moments. And so when Peter, I told you walk on the water. Peter, you walking on the water. Everything good, you feeling good. But then you saw a wave or you saw something that shook and you stopped believing, you fell in the water. I'm looking, Peter, what you fell in the water for, Peter? How many of us that is? But watch this. Peter, come on, I got you. It's all good. I'ma still love you. Peter, I ain't even tripping. I'ma still, come on, let's go. Saul, why is you killing my people, Saul? Why is you killing, Saul, why did you stone Jonathan like that? Saul, why would you do that? What is wrong with you, Saul? Why? Why is you on your way to Damascus to kill more of my people, Saul? What are you doing? Okay, I got something for you. Turn his life around. Turn his life around. Turn his life around. But watch this. Now listen. I'm going to put you through some hardship. All right, God. I got it. I'm with you. Go glorify my name. Because you got everything. You got everything in me. Go glorify my name. But check this out. Check this out. When you go glorify my name, they're going to hate you because people going to judge you on what you did in your past. But I need you to glorify my name. I need you to let them know. I need you to be patient with them. I need you to fight for me. And watch this. That's some of us. Man, ain't no God. Ain't no. I'm going to be real with you. When I used to be in prison, I used to be attacking the Christians. How you going to believe? I used to look for flaws in the Bible. I used to look for them because I had some hate in my heart because I felt like, God, I didn't blame my parents. I was like, God, how you let me be homeless, God? How you take my grandmother from me, God? How you take my mama from me, God? Now I'm in prison, God? Man, I used to be on the Christians in church. What you going to church for? I was on them. I was on them. Then probably about 4 years in, 5 years in, light bulb switched on. But watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So now Saul turns into Paul. And watch this. Now he's trying to magnify God. But the same people who's supposed to be on God's team, what they doing? Man, I ain't messing with him, man. He tripping. Ain't nobody worrying about him. But what happened? Paul wound up putting in more work than Peter and all the rest of them. Paul wound up putting in more work than all of them. Paul, Daniel was on Moses and Abraham level. Well, how much work he was putting in. He outworked the disciples. So what that goes to tell us? Listen, you can have a troubled past, yo. You can have a troubled past. It's cool. You can have a troubled past. That's cool. It's cool. Watch this. Let me show y'all something right quick. Joseph comes into a favoritism. Watch this. Joseph comes into a favoritism on the strength of his daddy. Why? There's a lot of us. That's why I'm telling you, the Bible and the Quran gives us stories not just of the wonderful works of God, of the Most High, but the Bible and the Quran gives us stories of regular people who we can relate to and we can see how God works in their life. Watch this. Check it out. Watch this story here. Joseph gets blessed because his father Jacob had him with the love of his life. Okay? Joseph is not the baby boy because Benjamin is, but he got 10 other brothers. 11 other brothers before him. Something like that. They hating on Joseph because Joseph, he got a jacket. And his daddy giving him favoritism. So Joseph tells his brothers one day, man, I had this dream, y'all. Now this is his brothers. This his brothers. This supposed to be his fam. This supposed to be the people who got his back regardless. He's like, bro, I had a vision, y'all. Man, I had a vision that, man, one day I was going to run this thing. Lord, that vision was cold-blooded. His brothers are laughing, and then they try to kill him. Watch this. This us. How many times we rock with our people, we telling people closest to us about the vision and the dream we got, and they downplay it, and they start hating on us because of it. Like, bro, bro, you can have the jacket. It's the jacket? You mad at me because of the jacket? Man, you can have the jacket. You mad at me because my daddy, I ain't tell him to do that. You got, watch this, what's the word for this? What's the word for this? Watch the word. You got misplaced anger. You got misplaced anger. Bruh, my daddy like me this way. Yo, I ain't asked my daddy for this favor. I ain't asked my daddy for this jacket. I ain't asked God to give me the dream. I ain't asked God to give me the vision. But you my family. So because I'm thinking you my family, I tell you about the vision and the dream I had, not knowing that, because, watch this, because you can't go be mad at my daddy. Because you can't be mad at God, you're going to take the misplaced anger out on me. And because you mad at me, you're going to make my other brothers mad at me. Now y'all going to try to kill me. Bro, I didn't ask. Okay, so watch this. That's some of us. That's some of us. You think you got people you really cool with, people you really love. You telling them your vision. You telling them your dream. You telling them to go, and then they mind, oh, you think you better than me. What? I thought you was family. I thought I could tell you because you were family. Why are you mad at me? Watch this. But watch this though. Even when they try to kill him, Joseph ain't get mad at him. Joseph was like, damn, all right, bet. God, look what Joseph did. Joseph ain't never switched. Favor ain't fair. Favor ain't fair. Look at Joseph like, man, look, all right. Joseph go to prison. Right? Joseph in prison. Joseph like, bet. I'm gonna be the bet. What we doing? Here's why. Because Joseph know one thing. Here's what Joseph know. Here's what Joseph knew that nobody else ain't know. God got plans for me. Plans for me to prosper, not to harm me. So that's why I'm telling you and everybody on this live, I'm not mad at nobody who do me wrong, because Jeremiah 29:11 tell me what I need to know. And also you can't do me no wrong because God already told me. He got plans for me to prosper. Man, and he already told me everything works for the good of those who love. Ooh. Everything works for the good. Everything, not some things, y'all. Not some things. Not half of the things. Not half of the things. Not even a quarter of the things. Not a bunch of the things. Not a bunch of the things. Not some of the things. Not a bunch of the things. Not a few of the things. Not one of the things. But everything. Oh my. He said, so Joseph understood it. Joseph understood it. Bet, y'all, cool. Bet, slave it is. Cool. But watch this. God keep testing him. I mean, let me make sure Joseph on point right quick. Let me make sure Joseph on point right quick. Hey, look, I see he like you. Let me give you some of this. Let me give you. You don't like this? You don't like? Look at these breasts. Look at these breasts. Kiss me, Joseph. You straight. You wicked. I'm good. I'm straight. Because it's character. See, Joseph had the character. See, that we missing. We missing. What we missing is during the adversity, your character can't switch up. During the adversity, your character can't switch up. See, what be happening is, here's what be happening. Here's what be happening. Here's what be happening. When the adversity hit, your character switch up. Ooh. Let me get my set right quick, man. Let me get my set right quick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. So here's what happened. Here's what happens. When the adversity hits you, your character switch up. So God like, damn, you was in motion, but your character switched up. And so because your character switched up, I got to do a little bit more work on you. Like, I know you good because you done passed some of the tests. But when the adversity got thick, Peter, your character switch up. You start doubting. You start putting yourself in position to make the right decision instead of putting me in position to know, let's go back to this. This is where we don't go wrong at. Everything works in the favor for those who, it ain't say some of the things. It said everything. Everything. It said everything. It said everything. It said everything. It said everything. So look, when the adversity gets thick, I need you to lean out on your own understanding. It tells us everything in the books. The Bible, the Quran, look, when the adversity get thick, I don't need you to figure it out. I need you to come to me. Because you know I got you. All right, look at Joseph said, get them tatas around me, fam. I don't want to kiss you, fam. Get on. Or you ain't gonna do this, but I'm gonna tell Pharaoh, well, look, check it out. Watch this. Because I know everything works for the good, I know one thing. The God I love, the God who got me through this, he ain't gonna let me go out like that. I'm good. I'm gonna stand on mine. What happens is, when the adversity get thick, you won't stand on it. When the adversity get thick, you won't stand on it. You switch up a little bit. You start saying, what can I do to figure it out? When the adversity gets thick, you start figuring out, what can I do to figure, what's my best? No. Your best move is God's worst move. Ooh. Your best move ain't in God's playbook. Your best move ain't in God's playbook. Your best move ain't in God's playbook. Your best move not in God's playbook. If you don't take nothing else from me, listen to me right quick. Write this down, y'all. Your best move. I want you to write this down. Write this down. Your best move is not in God's playbook. Your best move not in God's playbook. Your best move not in God's playbook. It ain't there. It ain't in a way. It ain't in God's playbook. God ain't what? That's your best move. All right, Peter. So watch this. So Joseph like, man, bet I'm good. So Joseph go in front of the king. Like she like, yo, he tried to. Joseph like, bro, I ain't trying to touch that lady, bro. So you saying she lying? Bro, she lying. You know that's my wife, right? I know that's your wife. Look, if you gonna kill me, go on do what you gotta do, bro. You gonna kill me, you gonna enslave me, go on do what you gotta do. God, like my God gonna take care of me, but that ain't my character. And if you don't know that ain't my character, go ahead and do what you gotta do, fam. You mean you ain't gonna beg me for your life? Why would I do that? Man, I know I ain't touched that lady. Nah, if you wanna know what happened, I'll tell you. But I ain't touch her. Look, she came on to me, bro. But I know it's your wife. I don't be disrespectful or nothing. I know that, I know your feelings attached to that. I know your emotion. I know she make you feel good. So I'm going to go on and take my L. Because look, all things work for the fit. I got plans for, okay. He softened the heart. He softened the heart. God went softened this. God made him make the right. See, Joseph ain't trying to say, my best move is to try to convince this man that my best move ain't to try to convince this man. My best move ain't to lie and say, I did do it. My best move ain't to sleep with her. They ain't none of them if them my best move, that ain't in God's playbook. So my best move ain't in God's playbook. I gotta go back to the person or the source that got the playbook. I gotta go back to the playbook. The playbook got one rule in it. Trust me and lean out on our own. Don't you start trying to figure it out because you're going to start looking nervous. You're going to start fumbling over your words. You're going to start looking jittery. You're talking to a man of power, but I got absolute power. It's a difference. He got power in the physical world. I got power over all things. So listen, don't try to please him because you're going to start stumbling over your words. You're going to start looking tongue-tied and he going to sense that. And then now I got to do something else. I need you to just lean on my understanding. That's what I need you to do. I need you to just lean up. So Joseph like that. Yo, do what you got to do, fam. Just do what you got to do. I'm going to take you. This is my L. Listen, it's cool. That boy looked. That boy said, yo, you got to get up out of here. You good? Because I know one thing. If you standing on that like that and you ain't budging, you ain't flinching, you standing on that, you a man of truth. I need you around here. I need you around here. I need you around here. I need them type of people around me. Guess what? That's another look. That's another look. Favor point. That's another what? Favor point. It's another favor point. So watch this now. Joseph, look, I had a dream. That's the same dream. Just the same. I had a dream like my brother. I was trying to tell my brother about the dream, but they trying to kill him. Hey, what we need to do? Hey, check this out. We got a famine coming. For 7 years, you need to stack. Don't spend nothing. Only eat what you're supposed to eat, but stack it all. 7 years. Let's go. We're going to be the only one. 7 years. 7 years. Who told you that? The same guy that told me not to flinch when you asked me about your wife. Stack it all up. Stack it all up. Now look what happened. The same brothers, 13 years removed. Guess what they do? They come through. Joseph Sr. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Joseph was so clutch. Joseph was so tapped in. Watch this. Joseph so tapped in. When he see them, he don't get angry. He gets sad. He get emotional. He get emotional. Because guess what he said? Guess what he said? This is the part that a lot of people miss in that whole story. Forget the things that happened in my father's house. Ooh, he forgot. He forgot. Forget the thing. Go read it. Go read what he said. Go read what he said. Go read what he said. He said, forget the things that, I forgot the things that happened in my father's house. That means I ain't even worried about what y'all, I forgot it. I can't hold that. I can't harbor that. I can't harbor that. The problem with us is we be harboring it. We be harboring, you did me wrong. That happened in 2001. I forgive, but I don't forget. Why? If you don't forget, you're harboring. You're harboring. Go read it. He said, I forgot the things that happened in my father's house. That's what he said. That's what he had said. That's what he had said. He said we harboring. We ain't forget. You forget the things that happened in your cousin's house. Forget the things that happened in your best friend. Forget the things that happened in school. If you're gonna walk with me, you gotta forget them things. Cause you ain't got no room. You ain't got room for my grace and my favor if you holding on to them. If you holding on to them things, you ain't got room for my grace and my favor. If you ain't got room for my grace and my favor, you're gonna go back to not leaning on. You're gonna lean on your understanding. So when stuff get real, you're gonna start. My sound gone? I'm back? All right. So watch this, y'all. The problem is we are harboring the things in our heart. We don't want to let it go. They did me wrong. I ain't gonna never forget what you said about me. For what? It's gone. It's gone. It happened 20 years ago. I forgive, but I don't forget. Why? You need to forgive and forget. You need to forgive and forget. Because you're holding on to the flesh. You got to let that go and walk in the spirit, man. God bet. Humans going to do what humans do. But if I'm going to walk in my... Now, the thing is, to walk continuously in the spirit going to always be the fight. I'm a man. I be fighting. I'm flesh, spirit. I'm always... So I got to dig in. That's why I listen to people like Eric Thomas. I text ET every day. What's up, OG? Talk to me. I listen to the spirit. I listen to the sermons every day. I'm listening to the personal development and the spiritual development every day, because I know every day this is going to be my biggest battle. Not going to be fighting with women. My biggest battle not going to be fighting with man. My biggest battle not going to be fighting with a job. My biggest battle not going to be fighting with people on Instagram. My biggest battle going to always be fighting is God doggone flesh. And so I got to put more energy in walking in the spirit so I can fight this flesh. I'm not worrying about man. I'm not worrying about woman. My biggest battle going to be fighting it. I got to conquer this thing right here. Yeah. I got to conquer this. Because not only does it work in lust, it works in anger, it works in jealousy, it works in envy, it works in gratitude, it works in humility, it works in sadness, depression. I ain't just fighting lust. We ain't just fighting lust. That's the least of your battles. You got to fight anger. You got to fight hate. You got to fight humility. You got to fight distraught. You got to fight depression. You think lust the only thing? You got to fight greed. You think lust the only thing you fight? Please. So why? Let's go a little further though. So we see a lot of us in Joseph. We see a lot of us in Joseph. But guess what? Joseph ain't never flinched. Joseph like, man, we good. Let's rock. Then you know it, look, Joseph had the opportunity. He had the opportunity right there. Here's what happens. Watch this. God gonna always increase. Watch this. Oh, this is good. This is my thing. This is my saying right here. As you increase your capacity, God gonna increase that territory. And when you worry about focusing on, as long as I worry about, I need to focus on increasing Trap's capacity. God gonna increase that territory. So I ain't never got to compare myself with nobody. Because I know one thing. They doing what they supposed to be doing. He doing what he supposed to be doing. She doing what she supposed to be doing. I'm excited for everybody. You know why? Because this just showed me the greatness of God. So all I got to do is keep increasing my capacity, because I know along the journey, I'm going to have to keep having encounters with the flesh, men and women, anger, grief. I got to keep fighting that. I got to keep fighting this. So guess what? As I get better at fighting this, God like, yep, I can trust him. That's another level. I can trust him. I can trust him with 10,000. I can trust him with 1 million. I can trust him with 1 million so I can give him 50 million. I can trust him with 50 million so I can give him 1 billion. I can trust him. Okay, Joseph, you unlock the next level. You done fed your family through the famine, Joseph. Job well done, my good and faithful servant. It's good. Now watch this. Let's go a little further though. Here's another story. Let's talk about David. Let's talk about how dope David was, right? What David, at a young age, I told David, you're going to be the king. I anoint you at a young age, David. You're going to be the king. I'm going to be the king? Yeah, you're going to be the king. Now, David could have walked around his whole life with that, I'm going to be king, partner. Guess what? David go through the battle. David bite the lion. David was the least of the brothers. Listen. When Samuel went to David's daddy looking at all the strong ones. He's like, none of them. Them ain't gonna work. I want him. That's the shepherd boy. That's the one I want. He got the king heart. You don't want him? Too much pride and ego. I don't want none of them. I don't want none of your sons, partner. You want David? You want David? That's the shepherd boy. What you gonna do with David? He the shepherd boy. Yeah, I want David. That's the one I want. I want David. So watch. David had a lion and a bear experience. He good. David brother them in the army. David come and bring him lunch to the army. David said, y'all talking about my God. Y'all tripping. None of y'all don't want to fight? Man, give me these goddamn rocks. It took one. Oh, kill him. Chop his head. Ha. Here you go. Y'all want to see a dead body? Can we talk about stocks, please? Nope, I'm about to block you. Bye. Gone. So watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So David, watch this. David was the man after God's own heart. Saul killed thousands. David killed tens of thousands. So watch this. Same man who put him at the army, he the man that started hating on David. But watch this. David don't hold no hate. David don't got no hate. David like, bro, you trip. I don't even, or you trip. I'm here to serve you, fam. I ain't even tripping. All right. Now he trying to kill David. David running in the cave. He got Uriah with him. Uriah like, bro, we gotta kill him. He can't even handle us. We can kill him. David like, man, we ain't killing him, bro. You tripping. We not gonna kill him. David like, bro, we not gonna kill him. But look, I'm gonna cut a little piece. Hey, bro, I got you down bad. I could have killed you. You tripping. So instead of Saul working on being a good king and understanding that David was there to help, Saul, what he did? The flesh, the jealousy. The jealousy. You better than me? Yeah. The jealousy, the envy, the rage that took over. That ate him up. But watch this. It's the dope part about it. When David gets the throne, remember what I said to y'all. As long as you work on increasing your capacity, God gonna increase your territory. So David finally get the throne. David gets the throne. He the man. But guess what? David got a problem. What David's problem is? David looking at Bathsheba. David looking at Bathsheba. David, why are you looking at Bathsheba so much? David. That's where it happened at. You stared at a little too. David, you the man after God's own heart. David, you the man after God's own heart. David, you the man after God's own heart. David, you did all the right things. David, you ain't killed Saul. David, you believed. David, you do all. David, you the man after God. You got a whole. David, you that guy. But wait, David, why are you looking at Bathsheba like that? Oh. So you got money, you got power, but now you got, the lust. Oh. See, your lust issues don't come out until you got power. Okay, so what did they say? They say once you get the money and the power, who you are inside comes into fruition. So you was cool, you was straight. David, this is the problem. Oh, David, you got flesh issues. Now watch this. Here's the crazy part. See, when that spirit hits you, when that flesh hits you, here's the thing about that flesh. When that flesh hits you, it exposes everything. That's why I say your biggest battle gonna be this. Cause when that flesh hits you, it hit everything. David, you done went from being lustful to adultery to murder. Ooh. David, you was the man after my own heart, David, we got plans. David, we got plans. David, we done killed Goliath with the stone. David, we done played the game right with Saul. David, I done even allowed you to kill the person who killed Saul because nobody's supposed to touch a man that God anointed. Look, I'm cool with that. But David, why you lusting after Bathsheba? You saw her naked. All right, David, you supposed to turn. You supposed to move, David. All right, you just a man. Okay, but I'm giving you the anointing like you not just a man. I'm giving you the anointing like my God. You're my guy. I'm giving you the anointing. I'm giving you this, like you're my guy. David, what you doing? David, why did you call Bathsheba up there? David, Bathsheba told you no. David. Okay, David, listen, you called her up there. That was the lust. David, when she got up there, she told you no. David, what? David, don't. David, no. David, no. What David said, am I not your king? Do you not want to serve me? Oh, God, dog, David. Now you don't use my power and authority. You done put me to the side, David, to get you something. You won't fulfill the flesh. Oh, damn, David. Okay. Now you got her pregnant, David. She told you no, David. She told you no, David. You don't use your authority. You don't use my anointing to get you something. Okay, David. Now, you done got her pregnant, David. David, what am I supposed to do with that? David, this is illegitimate. David, all right, look, David, I'm not going to trip. David, when Uriah come clean. David, when Uriah come clean. Tell Uriah you messed up. Pray to me, David. When Uriah come, tell him what happened. Let's get back on the man after God on heart, because I know you a man. You got flesh issues. We're going to correct that. David, just tell Uriah what happened. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to help. I'm going to fix the situation. I'm going to get it right, because I got you. David, why are you trying to get Uriah drunk, David? David, why is you trying to get Uriah drunk? David, why you want the man to go have? David, tell the man what happened. David, what you got? Uriah is on a mission. Uriah like, no, bro, I'm on a mission. Okay, now you mad, David. Now the man no more gonna have sex with his wife. Now you can't. So now you want, David, don't you do that. David, you gonna kill him? Oh my God, David. Damn. Now you gonna kill the man, David. David. Now I'm mad, David. But you know what? Guess what? I'm not gonna kill you, David, because that ain't in me. But guess what? This baby, we gotta get rid of that baby, because that ain't clean. So we gotta get rid of this baby. And guess what? You can't build my temple, David. Nope. This next son that you about to have, Solomon, I'm gonna let Solomon build a temple. You can't build my. You got blood on your hands. You unclean. I'm gonna holler at you, David. You unclean. I gotta get rid of this baby because it ain't clean. That's illegitimate. And I'm gonna let. Okay, now because the baby got too much. Is the baby gonna have too much ill will? It's gonna be bad. So all right, you gonna have the other Solomon, but David, you can't build this temple for me. I'm gonna let you reign, but I'm gonna let this other. Oh, you out here, David? You out here? You out here? So why is this? What am I saying to us? What I'm saying to us is our best move. We gotta fight this. We gotta fight this. It ain't just lust, but our best move, it ain't God's playbook. So the Bible and the Quran is full of stories of people who what? Rock like us. Rock like us. You can look at somebody like Enoch. Enoch talked to God so much, God was like, yo, that's my bestie. Enoch talked to God so much, he was like, yo, that's my bestie. He was like, God was like, hey, check this out. Man, it's ghetto down there. Come up here and chill with me. It's ghetto down there. Come up here and chill with me. Get from down there. Come up here with me and rock out. It's go down there. Come up here. Come up here with me. Come up here with me. Come up here with me. Because it's ghetto down there. God said, hey, Enoch, what you doing? Enoch, what you doing? Man, I need somebody to talk to. What you doing? Come talk to me, man. Enoch get up in the morning, he talk to God. Middle of the day, he talking to God. Listen, God got so much stuff he doing. God doing so much stuff, the birds, the bees. Listen, you ever like talk to somebody so much, you just like, yo, what's that? What you got going on? Just imagine God being so cool with you. Just imagine God loving you so much, he won't talk to you every day. All day. You feel me? Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Like, you guys so cool, you guys are like, yo, what's up? Trap, what you doing? Man, I'm chilling. Man, you know what? Like, you know what? You know what? Man, it's ghetto down there. Come up here with me, man. They said, look, they said, Enoch ain't even feel that. God just swooped him. Come here. They say he ain't even know it. He ain't feel that. One day he was just chilling, and the next day he's like, yo, come up here with me. You my bestie. We chilling. I'm just saying the Bible and the Quran are full of stories of regular people who had amazing experiences. And for us, we can look at them experiencing everybody we see in the Bible and the Quran, and we can attach a part of our life to it and see how it worked in our favor and how it didn't. And once we realize how it worked in our favor or how it didn't work in our favor, we can move through our life in that way. I'm not saying God ain't saying nobody in that was perfect. God don't want you to be perfect, but God wants you to move in a certain way. One, he wants your character to be right. God needs your character to be right. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. If your character right, it's a lot of stuff that you're not going to do on GP. Watch this. David, your character right. Your character right. All right, cool. You got a lustful problem. All right, we can fix that. But we can't have a lustful problem with our best friend wife. We can't have that kind of lustful problem. Right? Like, we got a lust problem. All right, David, we can fix that. Like, you got a bunch of, you the king. You got a bunch of women, right? I'm not justifying none of that, right? You the king. You got women. All right, listen, married, whatever. But we're not going to have a character problem with our best friend wife. We're not going to do that. Right? You got a lust problem. I bet. You got a lust problem. Okay, cool. You the king. Like, you got women. And I'm not justifying that either. But we're not going to have a lust problem with your best friend wife. That's a character issue. That's a character flaw. That's a character flaw. Peter, you've been walking with God. You walking with Jesus. You walking with the man. Why when times get hard, we having a faith problem? Okay, you don't believe in me all the way. You believe in me sometime. You feel me? You feel me? Okay, you feel me? Joseph was flawless when it came to character. He wasn't flawless when it came to adversity, because adversity kept hitting him. Adversity hit us all. But in every situation, Joseph had extreme character and faith. Right? I got extreme character and faith. That's all good. It's all good. All right, let's look at Joshua. Joshua, he come behind Moses. Joshua had a little date. God said, hey, I'm with you like I was with Moses. Oh, you with me the same way? Bet. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Moses had a little character flaw. Moses was still getting mad at the people. Hey, you can't leave my people still doing that. Moses, hey, I'm going to let you see the promised land, but you can't go because you got a character. Go sit down. You did what you did. You did a lot. You did a lot. You and Aaron did a lot. But Moses, you got a character problem. Right? Like, you doing good. Don't get me wrong. You good in a lot of situations. Moses, you good in like 7 out of 10 situations. But the one thing I can't deal with either, Moses, your problem ain't the sex and lust. Your problem is you be getting angry. You will go kill. You tripping. I don't need you to be like that, Moses. Go sit down. Go sit down. You got an anger problem. You keep getting mad at the people. You hitting the rock twice and all this. You throwing the... No, Moses. Come sit down. Come sit down. You done went far as you done let him. You done let him. You done let him. You done let him. You where you supposed to be at. You let him, Moses. Don't get me wrong, Moses. You did a hell of a job. You did a hell of a job, Moses. I'm not gonna lie. But that anger problem you got? No. That's a little too bad. Because you gonna hurt somebody. That ain't, see, Moses, you phenomenal. You actually one of them. You feel me? I'm using you in the right way. But you got an anger problem. I can't have an anger problem in the promised land. We gotta, okay, Moses, I'm gonna let you see the promised land, but I gotta call you home. You gotta come chill. Joshua, you up next. Joshua like, all right, bet I come from Joshua with it. Joshua like, what the business is? But wait, God, I don't know if I can fill Moses' shoes. Listen, I don't need you to fill Moses' shoes. That's what that's called, y'all. What that's called. What that's called. When you comparing yourself to somebody else, what that's called. That's the imposter syndrome. Ooh, that's the imposter syndrome. That's the imposter syndrome. I don't know if I got it right. Hey, Joshua, chill. Look, walk around the thing. I'm with you like I was with Moses. I don't need you to turn. I don't need you to split the Red Sea. I need you to march around 7 times. I need you to stomp your feet, clap, and the wall's gonna come down. I'm with you. You're gonna take them this way. I'm with you like, you with me like, I'm with you like I was with Moses. Ain't nothing changed. We're going to use some, I know one thing. You about that action. I got that. I know you're doing it. You about that action. You going to slice him and dice him. Moses him and Aaron got something else going on, but he got an anger problem. I need you to be ferocious and vicious because this is my land that I need you to be on. Let's go. This is next generation of people. I need you to, let's go with it. Say less then. Say less then. I'm done. What happened? Joshua had what? What Joshua had the imposter syndrome. I can't do what Moses doing. Listen, I don't need you to do what Moses doing, but just know I'm with you the same way I was with Moses. What? Man, I'm out here. Let's go. Listen, I don't need you to do what this other person doing, but I'm with you the same way I'm with them. Come on, man. I love y'all, man. I'm about to go. You heard me.